They,
coach knows this is a huge
that's
opportunity
what
for
they
his team
want.
at home today. His running back is
They don't
getting
want
better
cheap
each and
wages. They
every
don't
week.
want
He is
people
devastating
getting
in the
paid
red
cheap
zone, top
wages
five in the
anymore. They
career
want
in
to
rushing
force these
touchdowns, and
big
they believe he
billion-dollar
deserves to
companies
be
to
in the
pay
Heisman
fair
conversation.
wages to
Each and every
American
week, he is showing the
citizens.
country why he
That
is one of the
whole
best
cheap
backs
labor shit,
in
they
the
want
nation.
that out
I'll
of here.
keep you
That's why
posted if
they're
he's
like,
able to
yeah,
keep up this
send everybody
productivity,
home.
and the
We don't
Heisman
want to
talk gets
subsidize
louder and
anything. We
louder
don't want to
today.
give no more free Medicaid, no
Thanks,
more
Tony.
food stamps.
He
We
stopped
want
short of
good
the 20
paying
at the
wages
19.
so
Probably
American
wish he
people
had
don't
just
have to
taken the
depend
touchback.
on the government
The
and they
49ers
can make a
offense will
good
have the
living
football
by
first.
jobs paying what
Now
they're
let's say
worth.
hello to Jaden
They don't want
Barnes.
that no more,
He's
B.
a good route
You
runner,
already
good,
got looking
solid
at it, boy.
hands, and a
There's a
big part
reason
of
why
his
you don't see
passing
nobody
attack.
saying no,
And
don't
it's
send
pretty
the
amazing
Asian
when you
back,
watch this
no, don't
offense
send the
because they're
Venezuelans
not
back. You
very
don't see
talented
any
at all,
marches
quite
for that,
honestly, in a
bro.
lot of spots, except the
They,
guy at
people
wide
are
receiver.
over that.
He
People
is
over
elite.
that.
And today
Looking
on
at their
offense,
tax dollars saying,
everything
damn, I'm
should
paying
go
all the
through
taxes
him.
for
And when
what?
you've got one of those guys,
For
you've got a
what?
chance, right? One
They
guy that
wanted to
puts
get rid of the
fear in the
property tax.
defense.
Same
And I
thing.
love that
For
we
what?
continue to see
Everybody hold their
guys
own nuts.
have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power
The
forward. These
state
are
of
guys that end
Florida
up getting plucked
leads
and go to the
in
next
these type
level.
of
You can still be a burner and
changes.
still have that great
What
speed
Florida pushed,
and
you don't
route
see
running
Texas do
and
it,
development. This
which
guy
is why
has,
everybody
and he is one of
left
the best
fucking
players on the,
California
he actually is the
because
best player on
the
this team,
Democrats want to
and
give,
he is
give, give,
option
give,
number
give,
one
give,
for this
give,
squad.
but you want to take from the hard-working people. Same thing with
Fires
New
on the
York.
move.
People
That's caught.
leaving New
It's
York, left
busted.
New York, because
All
why?
the
They
way
want to
out
take
to
from
the
the people that work hard
38-yard line.
and
It's
give
a
it to the
gain
people
of
who just got
15.
there and say, yeah, we
And
need to
that's
give
why
them
quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all you can
vouchers
eat
for
wings.
free
Clean
hotel stay
pocket, able to step
and
up,
food
scan
stamps.
the
People
entire
don't do that no more,
field,
bro.
and pick the open receiver.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard
Remember,
line.
everybody said
Again, it's
doomsday
Middleton.
when Trump was going to give an office.
Nice move
It's time to
there.
be going to do this shit.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
Shit me.
Across the 50-yard line
Shit
on the
me.
huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
People traveling more
And
than
David,
ever.
we know when you're playing on the
Ain't no
road,
slowdowns
how
happening
important it is to try
in
and
car
steal
purchasing.
momentum early
Only
and
slowdown
drive
that's
the
happened
crowd.
so far
You
is
gash the
homes.
defense with a run like that, to pick up a
And
big
that's only
first
because the
down,
banks aren't willing
that'll
to take
do it.
chances
And that's
anymore
really
like
a
they used to
tone
in the
setter, I
past.
think,
Banks
for
like, hey,
this
fuck, man,
offense.
we ain't
You're
taking no
sending a
chances.
direct
Man. This
message to the
person is
opponent.
doing that.
We are going
No,
to be
we ain't taking no
physical. We're going to
chances.
try to run this thing
That's
down
the
the
only
road.
reason
And they got a
Holmes
chance to
is not
respond.
doing
And
as
the
good.
crowd
But
hopefully can
consumer
get behind
goods,
them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They
shit.
got to tackle, get more
Consumer
hands to the
goods,
football. This will be a
shit.
challenge. They're going to run the football.
Shit.
They better be man enough to
We're
stop
doing
it.
just fine, dog.
Second and
Consumer
long
goods are
here.
doing just fine. If you want a measuring stick to how things are looking for these companies,
The short hand.
just listen to the earnings report.
Makes the catch.
That shit was
No
funny when
further.
everybody
It'll
said
be a
boy
short
card
pickup on
target,
that
every
one.
boy card target, boy that target,
Offenses
that
don't
target.
like being in this situation.
You
They
see
don't
any
like
targets
having
closing down?
little success on first and second down because now you know
You
I
see
got
any
to
targets
pass the
closing down?
football. I got to
And
air it
people
out.
see
Makes
through
me
that
really
film, man. They're like,
unpredictable.
yeah, you
So
can't
let's make
doomsday
sure
me,
you
man.
take care of
You
the
can't
football
doomsday
and
me,
find those
man.
plays you really like.
That shit don't scare nobody no more. Everybody like, nah, we did this for the last 30, 40 years. This shit don't work. We change it. South Florida did what the conservatives said not to do.
And this offense proves on this
If you
opening
keep
drive,
giving
they are
handouts,
going
you're
to take
not gonna
shots. They
have a
find the big
surplus.
wide receiver out right.
You can't say we got a limited amount of money. Yeah, let's give vouchers for free this and free that and free this and free that. Now you're gonna have more people depending on the freebies than you're gonna have that work.
And he takes this
And once
from
you do that,
inside
you
the
got an
5.
imbalance.
He was hoping
You
for
got an
something
imbalance.
a
Now,
little more
Broward
dynamic,
County
but they get it on the
depleted their
ground
ground
at the 20.
funds.
So the North
Depleted.
Texas
Why?
Mean Green sends out the
Everybody was
offense, and they'll
depending
go
on
on the
it.
attack for the first time.
You got
And we
everybody
get a quick
depending
look at
on
one
it.
of
So
the
what
early
happens?
leaders
Oh,
for the
y'all stuck.
Heisman, winning the award
Now
as
you
a
go to
running back certainly demands something
conservative
beyond the
area,
normal. He's going to have to
everybody
put
holding their
together
own nuts,
a
boy.
stellar
Everybody
season.
working.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running
Everybody's
backs to
going
get
to
this
work.
award. Now, it is a
Everybody's
quarterback
working,
award,
bro.
but
Because they
in
know,
recent
hey,
years,
man, I ain't gonna get
you
no
saw
handout.
him
I
there.
gotta go get this
But you got to be the
muscle.
catalyst. You got to be the strongest
I
in the
gotta
drink.
get
You
it
got to
out.
put up
Muscle.
huge
If I
numbers.
don't,
So
then
far,
we all
Paul, he's
screwed
been a
up.
catalyst. He's been great.
That's why I
He's
said,
just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even
politicians
better. When you
figured
look
out,
at the
hey,
schedule moving ahead,
man, we
they're
could do
going to
this
have
without
to
South
force
Florida.
feed him the football. He's
You know what I'm saying? We got Miami to turn around a little bit. But we don't really need Palm Beach and Broward County anymore. The rest of Florida is red.
Because he's got that kind of ability.
Red. The rest of Florida is conservative as well. So they say, they want to shoot down there and give free this and free that. That's their issue. See, this is where politicians master. This is what the politicians master. They figured out the non-white race-based voting
What a
habits.
great play by the
Right?
linebacker. You talk
They
about
know
filling
damn
a
well a
hole.
black person
Defensive line
ain't
does
coming
their
out.
jobs. He comes in the hole
Ain't
and
coming
says,
out to
sit
vote
down,
for
sir.
no person that they don't like either or party. They're not coming out, period.
Couldn't get him blocked on
You're
that
gonna see
last
November,
one. Now
dog. You're
it's
gonna see a
second
lack
and
of votings
14.
from Broward County,
They'll send the back in
Palm
motion.
Beach, and Miami for
Jackson
black
gonna throw
politicians.
it. Left side is White. He's down
See,
right
that's what
there.
I'm saying.
Short gain on the ground.
You're not understanding.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping
Florida does
everything
not
in
need
front
the
of you in that
South anymore.
situation and rallying to the
The
football.
rest of the
Now,
state is
you're moving
red.
with third and long. So we'll see on this
Miami,
next play. They do the same thing
Broward
here.
County,
If
and
they
Dade
sell out,
has
break
been
the wins.
Democratic forever. It's been the other cities,
On
the
third and long,
Tampas, the
trying to convert through
Jacksonville's.
the air.
You could throw Orlando
Make
in
the
there.
stop about 3
Those
yards
are
short of
the
first down.
areas that you gotta be like,
And I
oh
love that
shit,
the
are they
defense
gonna
was
swing it
ready
blue
for
or
the
red?
speed out wide. This
Yeah,
offense
everybody's
you're going to
ready,
see
bro.
more and more of it as the game goes along.
Red.
They love to use his speed to
Red.
run across the formation. You can
Okay, so
run
I'm
away
gonna go
from
off your take,
defenders,
right?
run away from zone
Remember
coverage.
growing
Hold
up,
on a minute. The offense
a
still
weekend
out
was
there
really a
going
weekend.
for it in their own territory.
some stores
Gets
didn't
the back
even
moving.
open on the weekends.
Needs it here on fourth
Matter of
down.
fact, growing up, we didn't have 24-hour stores, not 24-hour liquor stores, not no 24-hour Walmart. We didn't have that.
And this offense choose to
You
be
know what I'm saying?
aggressive. Listen, once you
So
start getting
when you
to the
say
field, you see
Americans
most offenses
want to
be
stop,
aggressive, and
you know what I'm
they
saying,
took
cheap
their
labor,
chance and they failed. Now,
let's say
early
the
in the game, a
Americans,
chance to
you can,
create
listen,
momentum,
you
to
can
swing
pay
back
a
to
white
the other side of
American
the football field.
$30 an hour, a black American $30 an hour, and they would not, I repeat, they would not work for
Out
you.
wide left, it's Barnes.
So that's
He
why
makes a little bit of
that
headway
became
and is pushed
24
out of
hours,
bounds at the
and
43.
Sunday, which was the Lord's
Well,
Day,
the play
quote
fake on
unquote,
the RPO
became a working
bought
day.
the receiver some time to
Remember,
work
growing
himself
up,
open on the route. That was a
it was
man-to-man
all
coverage
about
on the
going to
defense.
church at
Nice
the
job
house,
by the
family
receiver, putting his
gatherings,
foot on
bro.
the ground and separating.
So the same Americans that say, oh, we want this, that
Brought
BS,
down at the
bullshit.
28. A chunk play, 15
Bullshit.
yards on that one, and a first
They want
down.
cheap labor. Because they want to fill their
Kept
pockets
this
up with
drive
money.
moving. Let's see if
They
try
want
it
cheap,
again.
they need the people who's gonna actually do the work.
It's
Yo, there's a
inside,
farm
it's
that just goes in Palm Beach for 24 hours because of not having no employees showing up to work. I'm pretty sure that farm put out an ad and say, hey, you need to come to work, and nobody fucking showed up. Not no white American, not no black American. They're not gonna go out there and do the job that the immigrants, you know, we already know it's gonna be done. So that's why stuff now are open 24/7.
And
7
most
days a week.
offenses, man, it's about controlling
They
the
gonna
line
find a
of
way to
scrimmage,
get their money.
getting the run game going.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
you got a
But
back
it's gonna
that's
be hard to
averaging
replace
over 5 yards a touch. Like, I'm not
laborers.
great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting
Yo,
the first
the
down. I'd say
economy
the
booming.
offense will be in a
Chop.
really good
No,
position all game
now
long.
listen. I'm not gonna say the shit went down. I'm not gonna say the economy went down, but it's a mix. It's not a boom. I'll tell you that.
And the 49ers
It's not a boom.
find their way forward.
I'm not gonna say, oh, economy, oh,
Play.
it went down. No, I'm not gonna say that. It was no doomsday, but it's been a mix. It's been a mix, dog.
And they take it in
It's
for
been a mix,
6
bro.
more points.
It ain't no, he got this in the bag type shit. No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Because I know for sure it's not a boom. And I'm pretty sure ChatGPT
Hey, you
can
better
say
find
that.
some answers defensively.
I'm
Like,
pretty
you better
sure.
find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession
Look
for
at the
your
rest of
offense?
Florida.
Like,
Farm.
coming
Look
in
at
the
Palm
field,
Beach.
you can
It's
tell.
farm.
As an
Even
offense
Palm
coordinator, you
Beach,
got to
I
feel
consider
it. Like,
farm.
my defense
Anything
is
fast
not
forward,
holding them down
anything
right
fast
now. We're going to
Wellington,
put together a
it's farm.
drive, get some points on
It's
the
like the
score
rest
this
of
next
Florida.
possession.
It's farm. Yeah, you got big cities
Out onto the field.
with no population, with no people. By population. And of course, yeah, they're gonna work because they're not overpopulated like Palm Beach,
They're
Broward, and
firing on all
Newtown.
cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this
And
team,
those
they've
things,
been
Connie,
slow and
that's conservative, the rest of
struggling. They
Florida,
need an explosive play to
motherfuckers will go work at a Dollar
Yeah,
Tree.
and it's just the first
And get paid
quarter, so
$17
it's
bucks
not
an
the
hour.
end of the one. You've seen
It can
slow
live in those
starts,
counties.
but you got to continue to pick and
You're not gonna find
until you find
big
that
HOAs in
trigger
those
or that
counties.
scheme that you
You
can
might
use
find,
against this
you know
defense.
what I'm saying, in the state, with no more than 33 homes. You know what I'm saying? And those 33 homes are occupied by, you know what I'm saying, people with money who probably that's just their vacation.
Completion move the sticks.
That's what that's
See if
for.
they try it again.
You know what I'm saying? and everybody else,
Takes the hand
rest
off
of
in
Florida,
flight.
9 times out of 10, you know, let me not say 9 times out of 10. Majority of the people in those counties that's conservative,
And I like the thought
like I said,
process on offense.
Republicans
You're
that
early in this
feed
game.
off
They're
the
giving
man
their
and
bell cow the ball
also
early
make their
on.
own
There are a
bread.
lot of coaches that outthink
But
themselves. They think,
I
they're
don't
going
think
to
they got
throw the ball
overpopulated.
to set up the run instead because
Broward,
everybody on defense knows
Palm
our
Beach, and
guy
Blue.
is the focal point. But
Because
this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football
November is
early in
going to
this
be
game.
something.
Let's
I'm
just get
telling
him
you.
into
I'm
it.
telling you. So,
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy.
The Democrats that really going to transgender DL practice. That's why they really vote. So all the Christians that I know, even though they don't agree with some things that Trump is doing and some Republicans are doing, they vote Republican now because they said they're not about that transgender crap with kids having surgeries and all that type of stuff, dog. So the Democrats are getting the Nazis, dog, and Republicans are getting the Christians, bro. And it's like you can't just run as a Democrat, just run. You have to be for my CCO alphabet community, and that's what I think is really killing them. And a lot of these people that sitting out voting Republican, they're lying. They're just not saying it, dog. Trump had more than 50% of the votes, bro. The only population that voted more for Trump, and that didn't vote for Trump, was black women. Black women really went against but everybody else voted for Trump. And I think it needs to be that same way. If they pitch that woke agenda is what's killing a lot of Democrats. It's like you can't just be a Democrat and get the really pro-Marxist pro-alphabet community.
That's a really nice play. It's
Yeah,
impressive.
all the
First
construction
down,
sites
the
are dead.
defense thinks you might be running the football.
All
You
the
still can
construction
line up,
sites are dead.
get
The
some
movement
movement,
that I
attack, and find a little
all
place for your
those
run.
sites are dead, bruh. All those sites are dead.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Now, if they brought it upon me,
Second down, gonna throw it.
let's stay with you. You know what I'm saying?
He steps out of bounds,
But
but he's got the first
a
down
lot
on
of
the
people
play.
don't come out to vote.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You
And
gonna
that's
leave that
been
open?
killing
Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Back to the
And
ground
result
game
is
on the left.
a lot of people,
Brought
if
down
you don't
after
like
a
vote,
pickup of 2 to the 19.
with a black
Well,
population,
they're
if
going
you don't like
RPO.
vote,
Nice
you're
job
not
handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get. Right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
And a lot of different people do that.
Second
And that's
down
what
to the
caused
air. Pulls it in.
that's what caused
He
a lot
stopped
of these
just short of the goal line at the
elections.
one. An
Because some people
explosive
don't
play as
come
the setup.
when they like Trump, and they didn't vote. If you don't vote opposite of the person you dislike the most, I mean,
North
it's kind of like
Texas
you vote
will
for
come to
them.
the line with a first and goal.
I still think some people
They'll
don't come
try to
for
get it in
it.
with the run. And he charges across the line.
I still think a lot of people don't fit.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close.
When that time comes, you'll see
Touchdown
Trump down before
He's been a factor in this guy's offense.
you know, he gonna put a pause in the war. He gonna put a pause in certain things. And it's not gonna be as aggressive, or at least not gonna put it close to the goal line. For that November election, whenever election comes,
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, he's got some space. Get some work done there. Pick up
hey
the
man,
forward to the
it's something,
22.
bro.
And those body blows really
Something.
matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It was at home, bro. Dang.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Like the nigga's so hard to get your papers, bro.
Looking to pass,
Unless you
it's
get
Harold.
married.
fires to the
teams fall and
wideout.
they kill. It's like they
Complete
make it so
downfield.
hard. Like,
He'll have enough for the
I've been
first
here
down, and they
15,
stop
20
him at the
years, 25 years.
45.
I ain't getting in trouble. Why I can't
Well, we know this guy is
become
special,
a
and
permanent
because
resident
of
or
that, his
citizenship
quarterback
by
is
now,
looking
right? It's
to
like,
him on
they
critical
make it
down and
difficult,
distances. There on that third down,
I know some
there
people just
was
don't fall
no
at all.
question. It wouldn't have
Damn,
mattered
bro.
if he was single covered, double
20,
covered,
30 years in the
man
country,
zone. That's where he was going with it. And the
You gotta go
big-time
back. You don't know
playmaker
that 10 years
outside
ago.
picks up the first.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Dealing in these machines with these cameras and shit.
North Texas takes
As
possession
soon
of
as
the
you want
lead
to
offense will return to the field.
distracted.
They unleashed
But,
an
Doc,
aerial
Mark.
assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So reason that drive,
Doc,
I think you've
bro, we must be going to the same store with some politics,
Make
bro.
this defense think you put them back on their heels now.
We on the same
Points
page.
on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed
Okay,
kills.
I'm
They've
gonna
got
start
it
from
at
the back.
receiver
From the start
position,
from
so
the
you've got one-on-one
from the
matchups,
last
man. Take
the
advantage.
last voice note.
Jackson will
Ah.
throw.
Here's the thing, right? America never said anything is wrong with legal immigration. Legal immigration is fine. Look at your uncle. After year 10,
Exactly what you
Mark,
dream about for a defense.
he gonna
Forcing
apply
the
for
big
his
turnover,
citizenship.
making the pick,
Whatever.
and then putting points
By
on the
year
board
20, he should have been
yourself.
straight.
Great
He
play
should
by the
have been a citizen by year
And the
20.
point after is good.
But to do nothing for 30 years, bro, that's going to be one of those, man. Well, you had time. Can't feel sorry for you.
And no chance at a
We got to
return.
move on to the next.
This drive at their own 25.
Something you don't know.
North Texas
Thank
sends
you,
the
Jay.
offense out.
He had 30. We renewed this joker for how many times? Obama alone renewed the shit like 4 times.
Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to
Right?
put it behind you.
Biden
Jesse, I'm sure you
renewed
know
twice, and then Trump renewed 1 time. I believe, or we can fact check that, but I think it is 4-2-1. I think that's what it was. Renewed. The TPS. But it's like, everybody come here, you don't assimilate, which means
Man, it's really hard to control the
you
running
can't do
game.
all of being my own little corner, you being your own little corner.
Doing a great job
You gotta
attacking those
assimilate,
guys
man.
up
You
front.
gotta
Not
show
open up
these people
lanes
like,
to
yeah,
run through. Nice job
you
just
know, I'm
nullifying
happy that you
run
guys
all
are giving
day.
me an opportunity here. Not go create your own enclave and be like, yeah, I don't, American this, American that. That don't sit well with these people, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Just got to finish
You know what
the
I'm
play
saying?
for the wide receiver.
PE
Gotta look
is
that one
really
in and
whoosh
complete it. It's a
and
bad drop.
conservative.
North Texas
Only
lining up
place where you
facing
see
third and long.
the grima shit is the cities. The rest of the United States, dog.
From the gun, wants
I'm
to
telling y'all
pass.
right now,
Under
don't give
pressure.
a damn.
And he avoids the sack.
Don't give a damn.
And money
They
down is
don't
where
give
you
a
see
damn.
defenses really
So when you got
understand where the sticks
majority
are,
don't give a
play
damn,
great
well,
pass
I think
defense,
anything
know
is
what's
gonna
coming,
happen, dog.
and get off the field.
Wait
Now let's
just
go
a second. They're
to
leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
politics. You know how we know, like I said, they got the data. They know how many I vote. The fun know I only vote off emotion. You know what I'm saying? They only vote off emotion. You don't have to. They could care less about, you know, the policies, emotion. Count them out. Right? Because they're only going to vote off of emotions and identity. If it's not a black fund, they ain't voting for it. And that black fund gotta like my CC man, like all that my CC crap. Gotta be okay with the bunda shaking and all that crap. They don't want the smart Candace Owens of the world or brain surgeon feed that, or anyone smart.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion,
right?
and the shortest throw on this
Ain't
field,
ain't
the quarterback
nobody
is
that's
finding
running
your
right now
biggest target, and that's the tight end. His job.
that does that. So those people ain't gonna vote.
Now second and
Those
4.
from North ain't gonna vote.
He
Period,
wants
bro.
to throw it again.
Like the lady Nixon.
He
We
misses
went to
his man.
that. We went to that
Accuracy
commissioners
just
meeting,
not
and
what
I
it
like
needed to
Nixon.
be
She's
on
a
that
Democrat,
play.
black lady,
The
dog.
offense just has
Very
not been
smart
able to
lady, dog.
find
She
a way
articulated
to get
this.
their rhythm going here in the first
guess
half.
what?
We just haven't
If
seen
I
it
said
in the
buy again,
passing game. That was a
if I
really
said
good
buy again,
example of it again.
so
If
guess
they're
what?
going to score more points in
Oh,
the
man, they
second
gonna vote
half,
for
they've got to
it.
make some
Good.
adjustments here at halftime.
Just a bit.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense. They
Piggybacking
weren't
off of what
surprised by that play call
Chris
there
was
on third and
saying,
short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and
the
forced the
low
incompletion.
wages jobs, they want to automate those things, dog. They want to let the robots do them shits where robots go
They've already
24/7
converted once on
nonstop.
fourth down on this drive. They are
Get rid of the low
unafraid to
wages.
make
You're gonna
everywhere
complain.
fourth down
It's
territory.
expensive to employ these people because you got to pay the benefits for them and all that. It's expensive for. It's crazy to say this, but for $1 billion company. So they can eliminate that. They're gonna eliminate it with automation. And so what people in America have been saying is we've been allowing these corporations to become billion-dollar corporations by undermining us to pay low wages to people who basically are desperate. So now we're not gonna allow you to do that. Nah. If I know how to sew jeans, you don't pay me what I'm worth to sew these jeans. Not no dollar at a factory, do like each person. Nah. You're not doing it. We're not letting y'all do that. That's why they put the tariffs so those companies can come into the U.S. and you pay the U.S. people those wages,
trying to force the ball down the
the
field.
wages that they deserve to make those jeans. And in the meantime, we'll incentivize you with tax breaks.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened
That's
out.
why you
They
see
call
it
their
there.
first time out.
You know what? Let's switch it
They'll
around,
have
man.
left to work with before the half.
Let's switch this around. Let's do this in-house. And make it work for our
Now
people.
on first and goal,
I'll tell
score
you,
here,
dog,
and
they
that
gotta make a
mountain
shift,
is
dog.
huge if you
You gotta
want
make
to
a shift, and they're making that shift. People are tired.
Looking to throw, it's Harris.
People are tired. They don't want to hear the bullshit no more. People say, "What about me? I got problems too." Because I'm dead poor don't mean just because I'm not dead poor doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you got to take for me to get to them.
Needed to stop there. They
Yeah,
needed to
I'm
create
tired
some
of that.
momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half.
You'll see.
But the
Miami's
offense does their
slowly
job, man.
turning
They
red.
continue to pile on, continue to create momentum.
I always thought Miami been red.
Questions
A lot of
answered
that,
half
you know,
of this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside
People will
his
come
spot.
or going down to
He'll go
Miami
out of bounds at
and
the
leaving
39.
those
Good
UK,
return, and the
Talking
offense
about
can certainly
California,
do a
and
lot
New
worse
York,
than this.
saying, nah, bro,
They'll
you want to
put
be in
the
the
ball
red.
in play
You
from
want
just
conservative.
inside
Don't
their
take
own
from me because I work
39.
hard to build this, and you want to give it to somebody who just want to lay down and do the bare minimum and say, yeah,
They'll get
I deserve
him
it.
down, but not before he
Yeah.
crosses the 50. He's
Come on,
down to
change
the
it, bro.
49.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back
I want
knows
y'all to
he's
take a
gonna
look at
take it or
this.
not. And you can tell,
Jay
took the football,
Collins.
got north-south, got upfield, got a
Jay
great positive
Collins.
gain and a positive play.
The guy that came in second
Inside the 35.
under Byron Donalds, the Republicans, had more votes,
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here
than
early
all
in the game,
five.
but considering what the scoreboard
All
is saying, they
five
absolutely had to have that play for them to
Democratic
stay in this football game. Sometimes it just
nominees.
takes one great throw and one great
Look at
catch to wake you up.
I'm
They
trying
need to score a
to tell
touchdown on this
people not
drive.
to come
They
out,
need to
bro.
score another touchdown on their next drive.
Come
And
on.
maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The
Now the
state
offense
is
wants to make sure
red.
everything's straightened out, and they call
The
their first
state
time
is
out.
red.
They'll
I want
have
y'all to
two
look
left
at
to
these
work with
numbers.
before the half.
Numbers don't lie,
They'll
bro.
try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15.
Dog. Just take all the Jay Collins votes and James Fishback votes and give them to Byron Donalds.
Quarterback, man.
What are we doing? Like, oh man, and that's the
you,
people
bro.
who made it to go vote. Come election time, it's gonna be worse. Cause guess who else is gonna be out there for votes? The people who want to vote against property taxes. So man, come on, man.
Mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that. He's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's got the back in the middle. He works it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down. Now a decision to be made. They're only 1 for 3 on fourth down attempts, but they'll try it again here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back.
Holy, he gonna take it to the house.
He's at the 50. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown 49ers. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Right side is Reese.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
North Texas could see if they could get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set where now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? And you could tell his feet weren't set and he was drifting a little bit.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that.
Makes a grab and run. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Mean Green move the change with the passing game. Let's see what they do on first down. Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Russell unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the end. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's White. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
And man, when I... Oh, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the... They've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Looking for room, it's Middleton.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. Gets it across the 10 to the 11, and a fresh set of downs and a little breathing room to boot.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Fires to the wideout. In traffic, it's Gibson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead. And with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Middleton. Bring him down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Oh, pressure's coming. Turns it on. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Russell. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Still looking to his right. Touchdown, North Texas! And they add 6 more to the board and trip to the house. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ball game.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. To the air. It's Harold. Rush is on. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The 49ers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back, there he goes to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green. This crowd absolutely riot as he rolled up the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Harold. Extending the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Middleton. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Gets to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Got it behind the line. It's McGee. They've got him corralled.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Long way to go on second down. They go to the counter. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Firing for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive.
And Livy?
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul on face mask. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That pass is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Russell, look out! Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline.
They were lost to you.
Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Miller. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Throwing Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
He's got him this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys, that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots, try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Again, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, it's Middleton. Had nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers. They've got people shooting gaps. And they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded getting that safety.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it back. Rush right in his face. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Russell takes the easy throw in the flat. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Russell from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Reese. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Russell. They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play. You know, there's no real